Hey there, my name is Tins93 and today we are making you your very own Twitch webcam surround in Photoshop. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Now that we're in Photoshop, let's go ahead and get started. Click on the Create New button. This will open up the canvas creator, and as you can see on the right hand side, you can input your own canvas sizes. I would recommend that you set your overlay to 1920 by 1080 at 300 resolution. Although you can drop this to 150 if you'd prefer. Also, feel free to make your canvas portrait or landscape. Portrait canvases can be used to make elongated webcam overlays, and landscape to make the more traditional video style. When you're happy with your chosen settings, click the Create button. We now have this beautiful fresh canvas in front of us. However, we are going to want to get rid of the white background, as it isn't see-through. Let's add a new layer on top of this one and click the eye toggle to remove the background layer from view. As you can now see, we have a grey hatching on our canvas. This means that our canvas is now invisible. Now, to get to the fun part. Go ahead and grab your shape tool. As you can see, this shape is currently filled in, but we can't see our grey hatching through it. So, in the adjustment panel, just edit the thickness of the edges using the slider. And then, in order to edit the colours, because if you don't like the colour that's automatically been chosen, you can either select in this panel or in the top left. Make sure, while editing your colours, to leave the fill section clear. This is the little white square with a red line through it. Means that there will be no colour. You can go for any colour scheme that you wish. I've simply gone for a simple pink to purple graded tone here, but you can literally go with whatever colour you want. If you wanted a bold single colour, go for that. Or even if you wanted to make your own gradient colour, you can do that as well. So here's our simple frame, but maybe you want to spice it up a bit. Maybe you want something a little bit different. Let's go ahead and add a ticker box. I'll throw up a few examples of a ticker box here. It's simply where you can display who follows you, who subscribes to you, and that kind of thing. Or even text. You can simply scroll some text through it. So in order to create our ticker box, we are going to need another shape underneath our current shape. I would suggest to make this maybe a little bit shorter than the current shape that you've got, just so that it kind of has a little lip. But you can make it the same size if you'd prefer. Now this time, instead of having the center empty, we are going to want to fill it with a color, such as white. Or what could be quite cool is if you went for a black background with white text over the top. Either way, you just want your ticker to be able to stand out. Okay, so now that we have made the ticker box, what you're going to want to do is you are going to want to match the colors all up with your current frame, and then you're going to raise the ticker box ever so slightly so that it blends in very nicely with your frame, just like so. Okay, this is cool and all, but that's boring, I hear you say. Okay, so I got you. You want something a little bit more exciting. So let's do something a little bit more exciting. How about we fill in that bottom box? Fill the bottom box in, match it completely up to your frame. Then we take a new shape and create a whole new shape over the top of our current box. Make sure it fits within the box though, and make sure it's filled with white. We are then going to go down to the Effects button, which is in your Layers panel. And on there, we're going to select Bevel and Emboss. This will allow you to give your object some dimension. Go ahead and have a play around with the settings in there till you've got your desired effect. You can make it very deep, you can make it stand out, have it whichever way you want. I normally prefer it to look as though it's sunken in. For the purpose of this video, we're just going to go with the default dimensions that are already on display. And now you've got a ticker box with a little bit more dimension to it. However, what if you wanted 2 ticker boxes? So, to make 2 small ticker boxes, go ahead and do exactly what we did before, except only make 1 ticker box and make it half of the size. Then you're going to simply copy and paste to the other side of the screen. And just like that, you have 2 ticker boxes. Very simple, very easy to create. Okay, so let's just say that you have a logo and you want to include your logo on your overlays. Let's say this lovely little blue circle with a cat face on it is your logo. So what we want to do is we want to take our circle tool and we want to put a circle right in the middle of the frame at the bottom. Once we have that circle, we're then going to do exactly the same thing that we did with our square frame. We're going to adjust the sizes of the lines, change the colors of the lines, and we want the background, rather than being clear, we want the background to be white. So we fill in the center of our circle with white. So you're happy with it? We can leave it there. However, I would love to give more definition to your logo. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on our ticker layer. We're then going to take an erase tool. We're going to set the erase tool to be just bigger, or if not slightly bigger than our logo circle. And we're going to delete the ticker either side of the logo. I would personally suggest that you do this on one single long ticker rather than on 2 different boxes, simply because you'll find it a lot easier to edit when they're on one layer than if they're on 2 different layers. Some very easy, very simple ideas for creating a webcam frame for your stream. You can also go ahead and experiment with where you put your logo, have no logo at all. You can make it square, you can have it in the top right, you can have it in the bottom left. Make it your own, have fun with it. But what if you don't want just a standard square webcam surround? Well, I've got you. Let's make something that's a little bit more dynamic. So what you're going to do is you're going to create your box. You're going to make the lines as small or as thin as you can. You're then going to take a second box and line that over the first box, but you're going to make these lines a lot thicker than your first box's lines. Once you've done that, you're going to take your erase tool and you're simply going to, at a diagonal, erase the top box. So you want to create some interesting diagonal lines, just like so. And that's pretty much all there is to it. You can edit the colors to be a nice gradient. You could have red gradient, you could have a titanium gradient, could look quite nice with like grays. Just make sure that you line up those boxes so that they all look like they're part of one whole frame. And there you have it, your very own simple but dynamic looking frame for your webcam. I really like this surround. It's a little bit different and very minimal, but you could totally have a ton of fun with colors and patterns, and you could really make it your own. And there you have it, your very own webcam surrounds. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you a few hints and tips on how to use Photoshop to create your own surrounds. I mean, I had so much fun making these for you guys, and I do mean for you guys because you can find them in our Discord, link in the description below. I'll pop it down there for you. Yeah, if you like any of these that are currently flashing up on screen, feel free to hop in the Discord and download them if you like them. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.